Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance from the house of Burberry. It's none other than Burberry's The Beat for Men. Here's the bottle. It has a pretty interesting bottle. I actually like the design of the bottle. It's very sleek, just says The Beat at the bottom. Kind of has this plastic metal looking thing at the top. Cap pops off, pretty simple, pops on. It's got this little dangle that says Burberry on the side of it just to add some flavor. I guess you could kind of carry it, but why would you do that? Whatever. But that's pretty much it for the presentation. The fragrance was released in the year 2008. This is actually the 3.4. You can purchase this in 1.7 or 3.4 for sizes. 3.4 is going to run you about $78, or I think, $72, and the 3.4, 58. Sorry, 3.4 or 100 milliliters is going to run you $72, and the 50 milliliter or 1.7 is going to run you $58. Okay. Now those are the base prices. You can find this much cheaper if you search online and do some searches for this fragrance, and you're going to find it much cheaper. So just keep that in mind. The creators of this fragrance were Olivier Polg, and I'm going to butcher this name, Untitled Chapter. Also had a hand in actually creating this fragrance. Let's get into the notes for this fragrance. For the top, we have black pepper, citron, and violet. For our mid, we have geranium and thyme. And for our base, we have vetiver and woody notes. So what you get, or what I get when I spray this fragrance, if I'm gonna, describe it as something just base, you're gonna get a very peppery, floral type of a scent. Now I know it sounds weird, and it is weird, at least to me. It's a floral pepper bomb, if you will, of lots of florals and lots of pepper. Some other notes, if I'm to break it out, you get a little bit more, or you can really smell the violet that comes in. You can really actually smell thyme. If you ever smell thyme in the store, you can kind of pick that up in this fragrance and get the smell of thyme in this actual scent. And you get a heavy black pepper note. So heavy, in fact, that it did cause me to sneeze a couple times when smelling it if I sprayed on a little bit too much or more for. But that pepper is very powerful and dominant throughout the fragrance. And what it does this weird thing to the violet to me that just makes me a little bit sick to the stomach. This is one of those fragrances that, to me, I can't really stomach. In fact, during the testing phase of this fragrance, I've actually had to scrub it off a couple times just because the fragrance was a little bit too powerful for me. Just to keep in mind, it was just a little bit overpowering in that aspect. The pepper is just way too much. Now, you really have to be careful with how much you apply of this fragrance. You don't want to apply too much of the fragrance because, like I said, it can be a little bit overpowering. But in simplest terms, violet, thyme, and pepper. With pepper being the most foremost note, and that's what you get when you smell this. It comes across as weird to me, and again, I'm not really a fan of this fragrance. It's best worn fall and winter. It's a very heavy fragrance like that. And it's really done by you might think that it's, with the florals it might be a little bit of a lighter fragrance, but not so. The pepper again does this and just takes over this fragrance. Casually, I would say is the best time to wear this. You could wear this to work, but just want to be a little bit careful with the trigger. I would not wear this on anything romantic or anywhere where you're trying to impress anyone with. It just doesn't come across as that fragrance. I think some people, though, this might work good on some people's skin. Just because of the way that it's actually composed. So you might want to give it a try for that, see how it goes with your skin. Age groups, 28 plus. I'd say this is definitely a more mature fragrance rather than one for the younger people. Good projection, very good projection. People will smell you, as they come in contact with you, but it has about average sillage, so it's not going to really leave a huge scent trail, but a pretty decent scent trail. Not overpowering, nothing less. So the ratings of what people thought, I went out to Times Square as usual, had people smell it, and had 100 people smell it, and asked for their opinion, spot on for it. Of the 100, 35 people liked it, 57 people disliked it, and 8 thought it was neutral. Of the people who liked the scent, they said that it was unique, they said that it was different, and they said that it was manly. Of the people who disliked the fragrance, they said that it was too peppery, that it was weird, and that it was disgusting. those were the people who said that it disliked it, or who disliked it. All right, so overall, I gotta give this fragrance a 2 out of 10. I give it a 2 out of 10 simply because not only do I have trouble thinking of where you can wear it, even if you did like it, it's really too aggressive with the pepper. I'm a huge fan of peppery fragrances, and overall I'm a huge fan of Burberry fragrances. I like a lot of the stuff from their line. In fact, I think this is the only one of their line that I don't like. But I really feel that the pepper is just overdone in this fragrance to an extreme. It gets in the way of everything else. It really adds this kind of sickening twist to the violet. It adds a sickening twist to the florals that are in the actual scent. So a little bit too much for me, but you know what? If you're a fan of pepper scents, if you're a fan of unique scents, if you're a fan of violet, go ahead and check this one out. If you're a huge fan of violet, if you're a huge fan of those, check this one out. But if you're not any one of those, especially if you don't like spicy fragrances or don't like peppery fragrances, just stay away from this one. It probably won't be for you. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to let me know. Send me a message or leave me a message down below. Send me a message. Do whatever you got to do. Thank you. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.